All right, good day today. Coming off a day off, really a day and a half off because we had no team meeting the other night. Came out with good energy, really good energy today, really good focus, very few mental mistakes. That's the way we got to practice. The tempo was up, the music was up, you could feel the energy out there. Of course, having 5-3 out there doesn't hurt matters, right? He has a way of bringing a little extra juice to the practice, so good to have him back out there. But this week's really important, right? We got the Panthers coming in here later in the week just to get good, collaborative, competitive work, right? Everyone's pros will work together, right? And to make good use of that 2 days. But these 2 days are important. Today was a nice short 90-minute practice. Tomorrow we'll only be out here for an hour tomorrow. Really just wanting the guys to be fresh and crisp for the 2 days against the Panthers and then of course the game. So really happy with how we worked today. You probably noticed a couple things, right? We ended up splitting the reps at quarterback today with the ones with Jacob and Sam. And really, that was more, it wasn't anything with Jacob doing anything wrong. It was just, right, this is meritocracy. And Sam's looked good. So we decided to split it up. The good news is they both look sharp today. I mean, Jacob had a really good day today. Sam looked good. We'll continue to split those reps and just take it day by day. But happy with how they both look today. And then, like I said, great having Darius back out there. We kept DeForest out today, just again, just precaution. And so we'll just continue to take it day by day with him.
Frank, you've got Carson out there in Q. Is that encouraging after a week, or is that just part of the process?
Yeah, no, very encouraging. Of course, I joked with Carson, got to 7-on-7. I go, let's go, you're up, but no, he's, as we've said, we pretty much said, hey, this surgery, we're 8 days out for Carson, 7 for Q. We said after 2 weeks, that's kind of when you start to get a feel for where you're going to be. Obviously, as we've said, we think they're both doing very well. And so good to have them back out there today and mentally engaged.
Frank, I was gone a lot the weekend in Canton, so I'm just catching up a little, but Jacob's still in the driver's seat, so to speak. But it looks like you guys are intrigued by Sam and willing to give him some first-team reps. That tells you that there's a lot to be decided. It feels like this week is a big week with the game and the practice.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. They know that, and that's why I was proud of the way both guys responded today, particularly Jacob, right? Because he gets the news that, hey, all of a sudden you're going to split the reps, and then he comes out and has a good day. That's a good sign for Jacob. But, yeah, there's a lot on the line, and Sam's done a good job. This is an important week. We got 2 practices against another team and then a preseason game. So and they'll both get a lot of reps. We'll split the reps with the ones more than likely in practice at quarterback against the Panthers. In the game, I'm not going to try to split it like that in the game. We'll just let one guy go. Jacob will probably start and go, and then Sam will come in probably somewhere, whenever, mid-second quarter.
It's important to see how Sam does against the first-team defense and with the first-team
receivers,
right?
Yeah, it is. That is important, and so that's why our defense and then the Panthers defense, and that's why this is the time to do that. And the thing is, that's why I wasn't really worried about the start, because Sam's looked good from the start. But even with Jacob, when Jacob's taking reps with the 2s, this training camp, so those are all still good quality reps for both guys.
Hey, Frank, what has Sam done to allow, from a coaching standpoint, to put him in that position now to essentially split the reps with Jacob at times?
Sam plays really smart. He's got really good instincts. He can mentally is very quick on his feet. He accelerates his vision, as we say. Good at progressions, has a knack. He certainly is athletic and can make plays with his feet.
When you look at his arm strength, clearly he's not as strong as Jacob. I think everybody can see that. What does he do to overcome maybe not having that same arm strength as some other quarterbacks?
Yeah, for guys like that, and like you said, if there's 3, I don't know how many categories, if there's 3 categories of arms, guys who have elite arms, and Jacob's arm is way up there, right? And then, guys that, guys like Sam who have a plenty good enough arm to play in this league and make all the throws, but you got to be fast on your feet with your mind. You got to get the ball the right spot, the right time, and you got to be accurate. You got to be really accurate. So Sam's had good accuracy. He's been and made good decisions and been good on his progressions.
Frank, was it something you saw in Sunday's practice of like, all right, we've seen enough, we need Sam to get starting reps?
Yeah, no, it actually, Kevin, it probably wasn't more like, oh, I've seen enough. It was just probably, man, Sam's just been, he's really been good. He's been solid every day, and so we got to do, it's fair, it's right. I mean, and like I said, by switching those, I don't feel like we're losing that much with Jacob getting reps with the twos. It's just more about giving Sam an opportunity.
Frank, what is with Braden with his?
Just maintenance, just more maintenance.
You've got to turn to Sam or Jacob for week 1. Is there a point in August where you've got to commit to one? Like, how long can you ride 50-50?
Right. Yeah. No, that's a good question. We're still in that phase, right? I mean, we're in that phase, and as we get closer, we'll make that determination. I think it's probably before that last preseason game, even though there's not that 4th game, and you still have 2 weeks, and we'll still be determining where Carson and Q are at that time. So I think it'll sort itself out. So I'm not really worried about it.
How far have you come at that position? Do you think just generally those 2 guys? It does seem like there has been a progression for both.
Yeah. Yeah, no, without doubt, Stephen. I mean, like, I feel better today. I feel better. We came out here today. It was a real competitive day, and both guys out there, made some NFL-type plays, that you need to make in games and, against good defenses. So I think we're heading in the right direction.